Hey guys, what's up? Today I wanted to sit down, just kind of chit chat and play with some new makeup. I have some of the Selena Gomez Rare Beauty makeup. So I ordered the Rare Beauty makeup and then everyone got their PR kits really quick, and I feel like everybody got their videos up so quick. So by the time my order came, I was kind of like, no one's gonna care to see this. So I just didn't film with it, and then I still kind of really want to film with it. So I'm gonna be using that today. I know you've probably heard about this collection to death, so I'm not gonna approach this video as trying to teach you anything. I just want to react to the makeup. That's simply it. I also really want to use this palette by Huda Beauty. This is the Khaki Haze. I love khaki-ness, so I'm really excited about this palette. Let's get started. I just put on my Origins Ginseng oil-free moisturizer. Loving that. As always, I've used that for years. This is not new, not exciting. This is the Laura Mercier foundation primer. Slap a little bit of this on. How are you guys? I also kind of wanted to give a bit of a life update in this video as we do this. I'm sure you guys have probably noticed I've had a lot less videos up over the past few months. I mean, honestly, during quarantine than usual, and it's because emotionally I've been a little bummed, a little in the dumps. And I didn't want to talk about this because so many people's lives were so severely rocked throughout quarantine and this pandemic and this madness that I don't want to talk about anything that affected me because it can always be so much worse. And I never want this to sound as though I'm complaining or having like a woe is me moment, because people lost their lives. People couldn't be with their family as they passed. Like, people lost their jobs, lost their homes completely, were evicted. I mean, so any issue I've had or any difficulty or just minor struggle I've had during quarantine, like, I feel like I shouldn't even talk about it because it could be so much worse. So just know when I'm talking today, I don't think that my situation is any worse than anybody else's, and it isn't at all. But I guess I'll talk about it a little bit just because, you know, I don't know, I tell you guys everything. Okay, so for foundation, of course, we're going to be using the Rare Beauty. So I ordered shade 170W, and I hope it matches. I think it looks like it might be okay. I hate buying foundation online. Isn't it the worst? And I know there was some back and forth about the caps, whether or not they do help people for easier opening. And I saw some people claiming like, you know, it doesn't help, it does help. So I don't know. I don't know about any of that. I think that's been talked about a lot, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just apply the foundation. I do like that it's kind of like this wand. It looks like a giant Tarte Shape Tape, doesn't it? Oh, this looks like really lightweight. I am so used to using such thicker foundation that like right now I don't know if I'm applying too much or too little. Probably too much, like look at me. Kind of dolloping. Okay, let me just start blending and I'll figure it out from there. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Before this whole pandemic hit, Alok and I were going to buy a house, and then this whole situation happened and our finances changed. A lot changed. I lost a lot. I lost a lot of sponsorships. I lost a lot of like affiliate codes and things like that. And that's where influencers, I hate the term influencers. My God, I really do. Video creators actually do make the majority of their money. It's really not in video views. I mean, unless you're like, I don't know, a Trisha Paytas, I guess. I don't know who gets a lot of video views. I don't know. But because of that, we couldn't do it anymore. It's been hard. It's been sad. You know, that sucks. That sucks. We just got married. I thought we were finally gonna buy a house, and then we just couldn't. And so it was a hard pill to swallow for sure. And I kind of was almost like mourning that idea. You know what I mean? For a while now. It was hard to be so close to like our dream of owning a home. Not an elaborate, expensive, crazy home. Just owning something and not renting. But then I got scared because things are so uncertain right now. I mean, like I said, and it's funny because I haven't seen a lot of video creators talk about this, but I know it hit everybody very hard. And again, maybe no one's talking about it because they don't want it to sound like a woe is me moment. And again, I don't want it to be like this at all. Don't feel bad for me. We're fine. We have a roof over our heads, and that's, you know, that's more than a lot of people can say. And so I love this foundation. I think this looks gorgeous. I'm gonna do another layer though. But I've noticed that I personally, unless I'm not watching, you know, certain people who did talk about it, I didn't see a lot of influencers or video creators talk about all the brands pulling out, and a lot of affiliate codes, you guys, were drastically dropped. Like, I'm talking 2% commission, 1% commission. And you know, it's not fun talking about the money side of YouTube. It doesn't feel good. So maybe that's why I haven't seen a lot of creators talk about it. Some influencers did choose to hold their codes all together from a few brands who dropped their commission codes so low. And I mean, of course, I don't think there was any ill intent for many brands. It's a hard time for everybody. Like, every business, every person, everything. It's a hard time for all of us. So I've been probably dealing with a bit of depression and anxiety over that. And I think probably I was ignoring it a little bit over the past few months. But, you know, I've kind of come to terms with it. Now, we are looking at houses because our lease is almost up here. And we do still want to buy. So I think this time around, as we're looking again, we're just trying to make sure it's the absolute right fit. It's, of course, you know, affordable and comfortable for us to where we just don't know what else is coming. And with, you know, a job like mine, where it's so loosey-goosey, you're not on like a salary or anything, you need to be conscious of like what's going on and worry about the future and think about, you know, time ahead. What if things get even worse? You know, you want to be prepared. So anyway, that's kind of my biggest life update. I think this foundation is so freaking stunning. It has the most beautiful glow, which I'm sad that I will lose because I know I am going to, you know, set it with powder. I don't like to leave my foundation wet, but I think this is so pretty. Now for concealer, I got the shade 130N. This looks really light, but I'm hoping it's gonna be okay. It might be okay. Actually, this might be great for my non-self-tan days, and I haven't self-tanned in a long time. This applicator's funny. Interesting. So anyways, you guys, that's what's been going on with me. That's the only big thing I've had. And it's fine. Again, it's fine. I just kind of had to mourn it for a little while. And now I'm hoping we're going to try again and we'll be successful at finding something. But houses are selling so fast right now. Every time we find something that's at a really good budget and really affordable, and we're only looking at fixer-uppers, like legit. And they are going quick, you guys. If any of you have been looking into buying a house recently, I'm sure you know, I imagine your market's probably very similar, where it's just like every time we're like, oh my god, this might be it, boom, she's gone. She's gone. So yeah, that's my little life update. Also, this is just, I do want to address this, and I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore because the questions are always going to come. No, I'm not pregnant, and B, I desperately want to be pregnant so bad. I want a baby so bad. I'm ready. We're ready. But we need a house to put the baby in. As of right now, we have no other rooms that I could put a baby in, you know, so I feel that pressure because without giving too much detail, I had a miscarriage once, and other than that, Alok and I have never gotten pregnant, and I'm not on birth control. So I know going into it, it's going to be a journey, and, you know, PCOS and all that BS, that freaking sucks. I know a lot of you deal with that as well. You know, I'm getting older. I feel the pressure now. I feel the pressure. And so I feel like, I don't know, maybe it was because my first year of being married, which makes no sense, but I just felt this crazy pressure to get all these things done now. And I know they'll come at the right time. And worst case scenario, if it should happen now, I could just clear out my makeup room and maybe set up a little corner in my bedroom to film at and put a baby here. I don't know. This is what I'm like worrying about all the time right now. I'm like about to cry because I'm just so worried. I don't know. But I'm so ready and I want it to happen, but I would love to have a nursery, you know? I would just love to have a room to put the baby in. I feel so crazy right now. And then also last week I was super bummed because I thought I was pretty much seizure free with the exception I think of 1 or 2 for a year, which is amazing because the week of my wedding I had 6 seizures. Those months leading up to the wedding, seizures, everywhere, seizures. And it was effing terrible. And then this whole past year I had barely none, but I think like 1 or 2, I don't remember. And then last week I had 1 and I was like, gosh darn it. That's the other thing is I'm really worried about trying to conceive, being on seizure medication, getting off seizure medication, risking that. Like, it's just, and I had a friend in high school who passed from a seizure, and ever since that, God rest her soul, I have been so, it's scary. It's scary. It's scary. So just, I'm worrying about so much right now. Okay, I'm gonna look up. I'm just setting the concealer with some powder. I like the concealer, but I don't think it was enough coverage for what I like. I mean, I think it looks good, but I have really heavy bags and like sunkenness underneath my eyes. So I think I would like a little more coverage, but I think it's gonna be fantastic for just like not super glam days, you know what I mean? I think it looks great day to day. If I was gonna do a real glam makeup, I don't think I would reach for that concealer, but I think it looks really good. So I think I'll love it day to day wear. And that might be good for you to know if you don't really go super glam every day. You know, if you're a teacher and you just want a lovely concealer, I think it's really nice. And this has been out, so you guys let me know what you've tried and if you're liking it. Oh my goodness gracious. I forgot I got a blush too. Okay, so I got the Joy blush. I thought this was a beautiful little coral. Oh my god, it is so pretty. How should I go about this? Oh my gosh, Shay, that is so much blush. What am I doing? They're not even like applied in the same area. My life. Okay, let's see if we can work this in. Wow, okay, so note to self, that was way too much. Ah! I look like I'm someone's great aunt named Mimi, you know? Look at all this blush. We're gonna have to do something about this. Oh, what did I do? Aside from the fact that I applied it like an idiot, it looks beautiful. The color is gorge, but we're gonna have to fix this up a bit. I really screwed the pooch on this one. Dab a little off. Take my beauty channel away from me. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. And now let's try. Let's pop some foundation onto that there, and hopefully we'll never know that I applied this like an ass hat. So what were we talking about? Just my depressing life. No house, no baby. Feeling like I'm unfulfilling my wife duties. Alok's parents want us to have a baby so bad. And so does my mom. And of course, you know, they mean it it's not like bad pressure. You know what I mean? They're never like, where's the baby? I mean, kind of, but in a loving way, you know? And so I feel that pressure, but they mean well. I don't want that to sound like it's anything bad, because they're just being sweet. But on Mother's Day, Luke's mom was like, when will I be wishing you a happy Mother's Day? And I was like, oh. But it's sweet. I love that she wants that for us. Anyway, you guys, that's it. I'm just having my, you know, midlife crisis, which is always fun, you know. Is this still too much blush? Because I kind of like it. I actually think it's really, really nice. I also got the Rare Beauty Mesmerize highlighter, which looks like a lovely pink. So let's slap this on. Oh no, that looks possibly a little too pink for me. Oh my god. Dang it. This is the problem with ordering online. Oh no, it looks nice. I like that a lot. That's very pretty. Now, of course, I set my face with powder, so I don't know how much it's going to show up. I think this is so pretty. I think my cheeks look really nice. Selena, I'm impressed. Okay, let me set my face again. I'm just using my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I just feel like life is going so fast right now, and maybe because we're in a pandemic and we've been inside for like a year, so it feels like, oh my god, my life is slipping away type of thing. But yeah, I've just been in a weird place. I've really been dealing with, I guess, just transitioning, a transitional moment. I'm sure it's not uncommon. And thank you guys for allowing me to talk about this stuff today. And I hope I didn't sound insensitive about anything, because I know everything I talked about today is pretty heavy topics, but like, in order for me to talk about things without crying, I need to laugh about it. Or else I'd be crying all the time, which I kind of already am, but like, that's just my personality, so, you know, fun. I am so excited to get into this palette. By the way, can we talk about how it's like the season of the mini palette? Like, what's happening? I've seen so many brands put out mini palettes as of late, and I don't know, it's interesting to me. Let's first go into this little pretty color up here. I think Huda put out 3 of these palettes. Let me know if you want eye swatches of them. I didn't know. I didn't see a lot of people like really hyping them up, so I didn't know if anyone would want to see those. Let me know if you do, and I'll definitely do that for you. But don't get me wrong, I love my eye swatching videos. They are my favorite thing in the world to do. I enjoy every single minute of it, but then I feel like I just never get to actually like do a look with the makeup, because, you know, why would you want to see 2 videos on one palette? You know what I mean? So gosh, it feels good to just sit here and play with the makeup. That's nice. My brows are so hideous. I've not had my brows waxed in like 2 years, because I've been growing this bad boy out. About 2 years ago, someone like basically waxed off one whole half of my eyebrow, and I just don't trust anyone with my brows, not a single soul. I just basically tweeze and try to clean up around here, and I need to do that. But I can't find my good tweezers, my Regine tweezers. I did a sponsorship with them, but they really are the best tweezers in the world, and I freaking can't find them. And I refuse to do my brows without them. I gotta find them. Now I want to go into this middle shade right here. This is my Sigma E25 brush. I'll list all the brushes and everything for you guys in the bottom box down below. And you know how we do. We're just gonna smoke this baby out. I really didn't even prime at all my eyes today. I had a tiny bit of foundation on them, and now I'm realizing that probably wasn't enough. I had a weird dream last night that I was working in a fishing store. Like, can you imagine me, like, working at a fishing store? And I wonder, okay, so I was watching Hunger Games last night till like 3 a.m. because I watch Hunger Games when I'm really stressed out. I don't know why. It's like a default for me. If I'm like really stressed, like I need to just watch the Hunger Games. I don't know if it makes me feel strong or like a survivor. Like, I don't know. Like, puts me in survivor mode. I don't know what it is. I guess I just love them and they bring me joy, but I mean, they're a hard show to watch. I mean, my God. Also, right now, like in our own world, slightly worried about a Hunger Games issue going on. But anyway, so I'm tired. I look like crap. I feel like I totally just fudged up this look because I didn't prime my lids nicely. So I feel like the shadow isn't sticking super well. Damn it all to hell shade. Okay, let me take a little bit of this guy here. That looks yummy. So I'm curious for all of my mamas and daddies out there watching, what are you guys doing about trick-or-treating this year? Also, I want to talk about, I don't think we should trick-or-treat at all anymore in Lifetime. You know what I mean? I feel like there's so many psychos out there. I really worry about when I have a child. I don't want it taking candy from strangers, you know what I mean? Now, my town does this really cute thing. Well, I don't know if they're doing it this year, obviously, with the pandemic, but they do this really cute little thing called Trunk or Treat because they really try to discourage door-to-door trick-or-treating. So for Trunk or Treat at the local church or the local schools, everyone like parks their cars and you decorate your trunk and the kids just walk around the little parking lot and you hand out candy at your car trunk, which I think is really, really cute. It's not to say that weirdos couldn't show up there as well, but hopefully you could scout them out somewhat and be like, I think we'll skip that trunk. You know what I mean? So I'll probably want to do the trunk or treats. But anyway, back to you guys. What are you doing for your kids for Halloween this year? I'm really, really curious. Will people be trick-or-treating? I don't know. I haven't heard anything. I like this color. This is kind of making me feel a little bit better about this makeup. It just looked a little disjointed, didn't it? It still kind of does. And honestly, I don't think it's the eyeshadow. I think it's my fault. And then a bit of that dark shade there. You know, I can't resist it. It's so weird. This eye is actually going really well, and this one isn't. There's like this patch here, as I'm sure you can see, that like I can't get the shadow to stick, so I feel like that's my fault. So let's just try to ignore that. Okay, now I gotta get into this one. I've been eyeing this one up. Ooh, and it looks nice and creamy. This is my J Kissa brush. Oh, let me tell you about my nails in a minute, because I'm sure some people would ask. Oh, I want to use my finger, but it's so hard with long nails. I don't function well with long nails. Like, I literally don't know how all these beautiful people do it with the super long nails. Like, Khloe Kardashian always has the longest nails in the world, and I'm like, I wonder if she has like a professional texter to like text for her, because I can't do shit. Like, even these are too long for me to function. I can't do it. This is pretty. Oh, it's almost like a little dingy, like, you know how I like, real kind of dirty and gross looking, but in a beautiful way. Oh my goodness gracious, I just dropped it. Okay. Oh, my nails. My nails, they're like just the ones you buy and glue on. These are by Kiss. It's the Glam Fantasy nails. And they came with these ugly, I mean, they're not ugly, these gold glitter ones, and I just felt like the gold glitter would be too much, so I pulled out just all the green and the, like, kind of holographic green one there. Okay, I think I'm obsessed with this mascara. That was just the length and curl side. Now I'm going to do the volume brush, which is much, much thicker, but I really loved that other brush, and this one's not too thick for me to use, so that's really nice. I think this is, I love this mascara. This looks so good. I really like this eye makeup, even though it got a little weird over here. Try to ignore that. Otherwise, this eye I really like. Okay, so for lips, I have nothing new. I'm gonna first start with ColourPop lip liner in the shade Oh Snap. Oh Snap. Kind of popped out there. Isn't it funny how, like, back in the day, like, women, like, way back in the day, like, in the 20s, they, like, wanted smaller lips, and so they'd try and make them look so small. and now these days we're like injecting them and overlining and trying to just make them look big. It's so funny. Alright, and on top of that I want to use Huda Beauty's Girls Trip. I've had this forever and I've never used it, and I really wanted to wear it. This was one of the colors I possibly wanted to do for my wedding day, and then I ended up just wearing whatever the makeup artist put on me. This is Dominique Cosmetics Lemonade. I don't even know if this is still available because I think this is like from a while ago, but I love it. I like so overlined today. It's like really dramatic. People think I Facetune my lips on Instagram, and I literally never do. Let me show you what I do. So first, of course, obviously, I overline like effing crazy. But for photos, it's like all about what you do. Okay, so let me just not do anything and I'll show you my lip size. Obviously, there's lip liner on it, but like, okay, nothing special. When I take a selfie, I put my tongue over my bottom teeth and kind of push my lip out like that. But I go, and this whole time, my tongue is pushing my lips out. It's what I do. People always think I Facetune my lips, but I don't. I just go. See, if I were to open my mouth, my tongue's there. That's my big lip trick. I have no injections, nothing. 100% shea and tongue. So I just got a new wig, and I kind of really want to try it on. Dare I? Oh, I didn't even open it yet. So this is from insert name here. Of course, they have the most fantastic wigs, and they just had a Disney collection. And they sent me, I think, Ariel, like the mermaid looking one, like Ariel. Now, I don't look good in wigs, okay? Look at Disney! Isn't that awesome? I don't look good in wigs, though. I'm going to tell you right now. I know that I don't. Messy Jessie, or Makeup by Jessie on Instagram. Well, no, on Instagram, I think is she Messy Jessie? God, I can't ever remember anybody's handles. But you guys know who I'm talking about. Jessie, another YouTuber who does a lot of, like, ColourPop videos and things like that, like I do. Her and Katrina Treens on Twitter. Well, she has a YouTube channel too. I never know how to direct people. I'll link them both down below. They wear wigs so freaking well, and it doesn't look good on me. But them, they look fantastic, and I always look stupid in them. And it's not the wig's fault, it's like my face. I don't know. Look at this gorgeous wig! Okay, let me get my hair ready. You guys, I also feel like this would be a good little, like, forest little nymph wig costume. You know what I mean? You could have a lot of fun with it. Anyway, we know I don't rock wigs that well, but this is the Little Mermaid wig, and I think it's freaking awesome. And they have a bunch of others of Disney princesses. So if you guys are interested in those, I will link them down below. You can save 10% off with my affiliate code SHAY. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this ramble of a video. It was fun for me to just sit down and A, play with makeup, but B, like, thank you for allowing me to share my jumble of thoughts and emotions and things going on right now because, whew, like many of you out there, I'm sure, it's just been a stressful time for everybody. Nothing is easy, and thank you for letting me just ramble on about things going on in my life. It really, really helps. It really is therapeutic because if I don't tell you guys, I literally just hold it in. It's you guys or nothing, like literally. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!